to everyone. Hope you all are safe in your home. Stay at home and studying at home. Today I am going to give you a lecture on the different form of drama. That is from APC 2 Unit 1 Drama and its Fundamental. Before that, my introducing myself, I am Kakali Majumder, Assistant Professor of Pragati College of Education, Dagapur, Siliguri. So, let's come to the point. Different form of drama. Different form or different types of drama, we can say. What are they? Classical drama, romantic drama, expressional theatre, and symbolic theatre, liturgical drama, in which there are some different kind of them liturgical drama, mystery plays and morality plays, miracle plays, and interlude, opera, and something more that burlesque, extravaganza, pantomime, and epic theatre, kind of them. So first of all, we can start with classical drama. What is classical drama? The name contains the thought. Classical. Everything classic is in our music, in dance, and in drama also. Everything that is pure, that is came from the old one, it is called classical drama. Mainly classical drama refers to Greek drama. B.Ed, one of the renowned dramatist, B.Ed, he said, classical is everything that is representative of a class. Yes, classical is everything, not in drama, in music, in dance, and in theatre, in drama, everything. Classical is everything that is representative of a class, whether it is a recent or ancient. Yes, not in old, but it is whether it is recent or in ancient. It doesn't matter when it represents an aesthetically ideal drama. Yes, aesthetically ideal drama, whether it is recent, whether it is old, not in old only, but in recent time also. If there is a class, if there is a potential in each respect, we can say it classic. Well, then romantic drama. Romantic drama usually resolves around an obstacle which prevents deep and true romantic love between two people. Music is often employed to indicate the emotional mood, creating an atmosphere of greater insulation for the couple. The conclusion of a romantic drama typically does not indicate whether a marriage will occur. Yes, as we all know that the many of our romantic drama or romantic film or romantic anything that it is not necessary that came to the end a marriage will occur, because most of the time we can see that the the ending part of a romantic drama or romantic novel or a romantic film, the end is not always so good, not always marriage will occur. So romantic drama usually revolves around an obstacle which prevents deep and true romantic love between two people. So we can give many example for it. First of all, Romeo and Juliet by Shakespeare, then Shiri Farhad, then many novel, many drama which have written on romantic based, we can say that romantic drama in Shakespearean novel, you the people of literature, you all know that every time there is a tragedy, because in Romeo and Juliet also marriage doesn't happen. So then the expressionist theater. Expressionism is a modernist movement in drama and theater that developed in Europe, principally Germany, in the early decades of 20th century and later in the United States. It forms part of the broader movement of expressionism in the arts. Expressionist theater. What is expressionist theater? Expression, the main thing. Expressionism is a modernist movement in drama developed in Europe, especially in Germany, and after that it flourished in United States. Expressionist plays often dramatize the spiritual awakening and the suffering of their protagonists and are referred to as astonishing drama, modeled on the episodic presentation of the suffering and death of Jesus in the Stations of the Cross. August Strindberg had pioneered this form with his autobiographical trilogy, Two Dramacus. Early Expressionism in particular testifies to the failure of social values with a predilection for ecstasy and despair, and hence a tendency towards the inflated and the grotesque, a mystical, even religious element with frequent apocalyptic overtones and urgent sense of the here and now. So the main thing is it's based on the Jesuscrucify. Yes, the main topic is that the suffering and death of Jesus in the Stations of the Cross. August Strindberg, who was the pioneer of this expressionist theatre form with autobiographical trilogy to Dramacus, that is held in 1898 to 1904, because it is the early 20th century. Okay, in that 1920s, expressionism enjoyed a brief period of popularity in the theatre of the United States, including plays by Eugene O'Neill, The Hairy Ape. The Hairy Ape is the very renowned theatre by Eugene O'Neill, The Emperor Jones and The Great God Brown. These names are very important. Try to remember this, because the names came, whether the names of Eugene O'Neill's theatre, named 3 or 4. It can came in your subject or question paper also. Sophie Treadwell, Mackinal, Lajos Irargi, Rapid Transit, and Elmer Rice, The Adding Machine. So these are the expressionist theatre. After that, symbolic theatre. What is symbolic theatre? Symbolism began with a group of French poets in the late 19th century and soon spread to the visual art and theatre, finding its peak between about 1885 and 1910. Symbolism. What is symbolism? Symbolic. We always say that is very symbolic. It is very symbolic. What is symbolic? So when the earth form is symbolized by something which we want to say something by giving the example of anything else, we call that it is symbolic. French poet Jean Marius published the Symbolist Manifesto in 1886 that greatly influenced in the entire movement in visual and performing art. French poet Jean Marius. Symbolism in art implied a higher, more spiritual existence and aim to express emotional experiences by visual means. In the theatre, symbolism was considered to be a reaction against the plays that embodied naturalism. The dialogue and style of acting in symbolist plays was highly stylized and anti-realistic, non-naturalistic. Yes, anti-realistic. It is not realistic. It is anti-realistic and non-naturalistic. As theatre is often blend of the visual and performing art working in harmony, many of the sets and props in symbolist plays were also anti-realistic, non-naturalistic, and were often used to symbolize emotions or values in society. A huge throne could symbolize power. A window placed in a set could symbolize freedom in the outside world, or a simple action by a character could symbolize a greater ideal in the context of the play. In 1890, French poet Paul Fort opened the theatre D.El.Ed, where many symbolist plays were performed. The primary symbolist playwrights included Belgian Maurice Maeterlinck and Frenchman Auguste Villers de L'Isle-Adam and Paul Claudel. Other playwrights who dabbled in the form included Sweet August Strindberg, Irishman W.B. Yeats, and American Eugene O'Neill. Symbolism, whether it is said that a window can say many things. A window can symbolize the air of patriotism, the air of freedom, because the window, what is, if it is closed, then we can it symbolize that we confined ourselves in a room or something that. But when it is open, our thought is open. And often we can see in our, if you go to the auditorium to see a theater, you will notice that something, the props of that the stage is decorated by something. When it is a patriotic theater, then a big what we call jail, just like the door of a jail, and side of a stage there is a something steps, not chair, it is something like that chair type things are there, and it is always it is symbolized that our patriotic movement, when it is it was going on, then a big door big of jail, it is symbolized that we are yet to be, our movement is going on, and we are fighting for our freedom. And this type, like that, it is said here also that what it is, the props, the sets and the props is symbolized plays were also anti-realistic, non-naturalistic, and were often used to symbolize emotions or values in society. And when it is symbolist plays were performed, the primary symbolist playwrights included Belgian Maurice Maeterlinck and Frenchman Augustus Villers. So the names are there, you could mind it in that. So this is the expressionist symbolic theatre. And after that, liturgical drama. In the Middle Ages, type of plays acted within or near the church and relating stories from the and Bible and of the saints. Although they had their roots in the Christian liturgy, such plays were not performed as essential part of a standard church service. The language of the liturgical drama was Latin, and the dialogues was frequently chanted to simple monophonic melodies. Music was also used in the form of incidental dance and processional tunes. So, liturgical drama, we may say that it is also in the Middle Ages. It is created in the churches only. The language of the liturgical drama was Latin, especially, and the dialogue was frequently chanted to simple monophonic melodies. Yes, chanting, something that of the chanting of the saints or monks type. So after that, it's mystery plays, from the Latin mysterium meaning occupation, and miracle plays. They are distinguished as two different forms, although the terms are often used interchangeably. Are among the earliest formally developed plays in medieval Europe. Medieval mystery plays focused on the representation of Bible stories in churches as tableaux with accompanying antiphonal song. So, medieval mystery plays focused on the representation of Bible stories. Bible, as we all know, just like our Ramayana, Mahabharata, Bible has many short stories. Many stories are there from the beginning and from the beginning of that Bible and the last of the many stories are there. And this mystery plays is always based on that Bible stories. Then miracle plays. The miracle plays were some of the earliest in the era, developing during the 12th century. In some areas, the terms miracle and mystery are interchangeable when describing medieval drama, particularly in reference to English plays. But true miracle plays have their own legends and miracles of Roman Catholic saints. This type of religious drama flourished in France with writers such as Jean Bodel and Ruth Beef. Some of the saints most typically portrayed were the Virgin Mary, Saint George, and Saint Nicholas. Few examples exist today also. Miracle plays were eventually banned in England because of their Roman Catholic leanings. So, miracle plays, what are miracle plays? Miracle plays were some of the earliest in the era. Developing during the 12th century. 12th century, that is many century ago it is, and in some areas of terms miracle and mystery are interchangeably when describing medieval drama, particularly in reference to English plays, and it is due to their Roman Catholic leanings. It is England banned this kind of drama in their countries. Morality plays. After that, morality plays. Morality plays emerged during the 15th century. The Castle of Preservance is often described as the first and most complete morality play, while Every Man is the best known. Morality plays differ from mystery and miracle is that they focus neither on the Bible nor on the saints, but on the common man. The main character is a morality play represents all humanity. This is the very in comparison with the miracle and mystery plays. Morality plays stands on for humanity, not in the stories of Bible or any all other things, Catholic terms of things. So morality plays stands for humanity only. Morality plays used allegory. Allegory is often seen in medieval drama because where a message or meaning is expressed through symbolic representation, ideas and values, vices and virtues become personified. Yes, become personified because allegorically it is personified with some other things. It is allegorical and it is stands for humanity, and we can say it is far better than the miracle and mystery place, because it stands for humanity. And 15th century, beginning from the 15th century, the medieval, the ending part of medieval part, and towards to the later or first part of new century. It is very important. Then interlude. The interlude, which grew out of the morality, was intended, as its name implies, to be used more as filler than as the main part of an entertainment. At its best, it was short, witty, simple in plot, suited for the diversion of guests or a banquet, or for the relaxation of the audience between the divisions of a serious play. What is interlude? In music also we can say the interlude. What is interlude? The first part in between the first two lines in a song. There are, we often see that 6-line songs or 8-line songs, and between first two lines and the second two lines, in between there is a part of music. We called it interlude. Same here. It is interlude. The interlude, which grew out of the morality, was intended, as its name implies, to be used more as filler than as the main part of an entertainment. Yes, it is a filler, the main part of an entertainment. As its best, it was short, witty, simple in a plot, suited for the diversion of a guest or a banquet, or for the relaxation of the audience between the divisions of a serious play. In between divisions of a serious play, it is for a relaxation. It is called interlude. Opera. What is opera? The Italian word opera means work, both in the scene of the labor done and the result produced. The Italian word derived from the Latin opera, a singular noun meaning work, and also the plural of the noun opus. The Italian word was first used in the sense composition in which poetry, dance, and music are combined. Yes, opera is meant for the poetry as well as dance and music. It is the combination of three things: poetry, dance, and music. In 1639, opera incorporates many of the elements of spoken theatre, as acting, scenery, and costumes, and sometimes include dance also. The most renowned figure of the late 18th century opera is Mozart. We all know name of Mozart, who began with opera seria but is most famous for his Italian comic operas, especially the Marriage of Figaro, Don Giovanni, and Così fan tutte, as well as the Magic Flute, a landmark in the German tradition. Try to mind in these names also, because it is Mozart. These names are very important. These are the Mozart's special opera. And then the name again I am telling you: Italian comic opera, especially the Marriage of Figaro, Don Giovanni, and Così fan tutte, as well as the Magic Flute, a landmark in the German tradition. Okay. Then burlesque. What is burlesque? These are the type of short type questions. Burlesque. What is burlesque? Burlesque, the word pronounced B-U-R L-E-S-Q-U-E. Burlesque is a literary, dramatic, or musical work intended to cause laughter by caricaturing the manner or spirit of serious works, or by indecorous treatment of their subjects. The word derives from the Italian burlesque, which in turn is derived from the Italian burla, a joke, a ridicule, or mockery. Okay. Burlesque is a literary, dramatic, or musical work intended to cause laughter. It is for a laughter, a joke, ridicule, or mockery. Then extravaganza. What is extravaganza? An extravaganza is a literary or musical work, often musical theatre, characterization by freedom of style and muse, hall, and parody. It sometimes also has elements of cabaret, circus, revue, variety, vaudeville, and mime. Extravaganza may more broadly refer to an elaborate, spectacular, and expansive theatrical production. The word meaning that extravaganza, what we can mean for it, extravaganza is the mingle of many things. That's type that what are they? These are the elaborate, spectacular, expansive theatrical production, and it contains literary or musical works, often musical theatre, characteristics by freedom of style and structure, and usually containing elements of burlesque, pantomime, music hall, and parody. Everything is there. That is called it is extravaganza. Then pantomime. Pantomime has a long theatrical history in Western culture, dating back to classical theatre, and it developed partly from the 16th century Commedia dell'arte tradition of Italy, as well as other European and British stage traditions such as the 17th century masques and music hall. The word pantomime comes from the Greek word pantomimas, meaning pantomimic actor. Pantomime has a long theatrical history in the Western culture, dating back to classical theatre, and it developed partly from the 16th century Commedia dell'arte tradition of Italy, as well as other European and British stage traditions such as 17th century masques and music hall. The word pantomimes comes from the Greek word pantomimos, meaning pantomimic actor. Then epic theatre. Epic theatre form of didactic drama presenting a series of loosely connected scenes that avoid illusion and often interrupt the storyline to address the audience directly with analysis, argument, or documentation. Epic theatre is now most often associated with the dramatic theory and practice evolved by the playwright directed Bertolt Brecht in Germany from the 1920s onward. Brecht's perspective was Marxian, and his intention was to appeal to his audience intellect in presenting moral problem and reflecting contemporary social realities on the stage. He wished to block their emotional responses and to hinder their tendency to emphasize with the characters and become caught up in the acting. To this end, he used alienating or distancing effect to cause the audience to think objectively about the play, to reflect on its argument, to understand it, and to draw conclusions. Brecht is a very important name of 20th century theatrical name. In all over the world, Brecht is all over known for his Marxian theory, and we all know that the 19th century is not in 19th century also the modern age very big ideas was there, the Marxian idea. And what it is, the main thing is that the power of common man, socialism, realism, and social thoughts. Marx's Brecht was very much influenced by the thought of Marxism, and by that influence, he wrote all his works. We can say the victory of common man, and he is the most influential theater personnel in all over world today also. For not in his area, his age, but still now his impact of modern theatre is immense. So these are the main types of theatre, or we can say not only in theatre, part of that, because they are in pantomime, in extravaganza, in mystic theatre, or moral play, everything is not, we in each respect we can't say that it is perfect theatre or it is not, but we have to learn all these things. And the last one is that is the Brechtism. The Brecht's name is very much important in that epic theatre also, which we call that Brecht is the very known person of it, and for modern age also he is very much influential. And the today what work theater is working here and not in India, in abroad also, Brecht is very important. So these are the kind of theater. That is all for now. Thank you. Stay home, stay at home, and stay safe.